So today I'm going to be reviewing the Gamester Supernova controller. This company randomly emailed me to review a mobile controller, and I posted that review a few months ago, but they asked if I wanted to do this controller too, and I said sure. And it's so funny because back in the day, third-party controllers were universally bad. So I have this bias that whenever I see a third-party controller, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be terrible. But weirdly, this is better than a Pro controller. Not to spoil the review too much, but it has Hall effect sticks, so it's probably not going to get drift. It has an actual power switch. You can either do wireless through a dongle, or you can do Bluetooth. So I actually have it set up to where when I'm on Bluetooth, that's controlling my Mister, and when I'm on the wireless dongle, that's controlling my Switch. The D-pad is way better. It has 2 shortcut buttons back here, and it also has a removable faceplate. Overall, just better than a Pro controller pretty much in every way. Just as a little bit of inside baseball, if you have a YouTube channel of any size, you get emails like this all the time for the most random products you've ever heard of in your life. Like, I get stuff that my channel has nothing to do with, but I think there's just so much competition for all of these small products that these companies, they just need any exposure whatsoever. So any YouTube channel that they can get to actually show the product, they will do it. When we first started Adventure Archives, we did review a few free products, but we just really didn't want to deal with the headache of our viewers being like, oh, why are you taking this free stuff to review it? You're just shilling for it. So we just decided to opt out of it completely. But in this channel, I'm not so worried about it for some reason. I think it's just because it's smaller, but I've been using video game controllers for a very long time. So it does not take me long to tell you exactly what's good and bad about this. So I actually feel like that's a good service for me to provide my knowledge and expertise, such as it is, because we're talking about video game controllers, for people who potentially want to buy them. So anyway, I'm gonna review that today. So 2 things. One, you know how when I run, I wear that headband?
Yeah.
So that the wind kind of gets blocked out a little bit?
Yeah.
I recently took up bicycling, and I found out that you can get these like little furry things that you can put on your helmet strap. Like, you know the little foam on top, or like the furry? It's basically like that, and you put it on the helmet. That gave me an idea. Do you remember the last class you taught at the studio was Elvis themed? It had these sunglasses that had little sideburns attached, right? And I was like, you know, I could take those sideburns off of the sunglasses and staple them to my headband. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm hoping that it'll work. Because it's the same concept as a wind screen on a microphone. It's just like this traps the wind.
Okay, but doesn't the band already do that?
No, it doesn't do it very well.
Oh.
It's always just been kind of like, I use it and I'm like, this is not good enough, but I'm like, whatever. When I discovered they had these for cycling, I was like, oh. And then I was trying to think, like, I have an extra one from one of my microphones, and I was like, I could cut it up. And then I just was looking at those sunglasses and I was like, those sideburns will work right there. So I literally just took a stapler and I stapled it too.
Well, it doesn't poke you.
Well, there's 2 layers.
Oh, 2 layer? Oh,
yeah, so.
All right, well, let me know how it goes.
Okay. The thing is, I don't understand why it doesn't bother people more. Like, people run all the time and nobody ever, like, I was Googling how to keep the wind out of your ears when you run, and I couldn't find any results. It just seems people don't care. And for me, it like drives me crazy.
You can tell the difference in the sound, like the TV, if something's not right.
That's
or
true,
sound
that's true,
balance,
yeah.
Where most of us can't notice the difference when you tell us what to look for, listen for.
That's true. Yeah, but also I was getting noise notifications on my watch telling me that I was in a very loud environment when I would run, because the wind would be rushing past so much that it would cause the like noise alert to come on. I know this looks absolutely ridiculous, but man, if it can cut out some of the wind, which it doesn't seem to be doing very well, that would be great. I think the idea is sound, but maybe the placement's not exactly right, or maybe it's just like, I don't know. This will require some more iteration. It's like something, I just need that like right over my ears. Oh, I'm out of shape, good Lord. You know, I think it's working. It's slightly better than the headband by itself. It's not totally cutting the wind noise out, but it is noticeable. especially if I take the headband completely off. So, not bad. Better than just the headband by itself. It doesn't completely block out the wind, but more than just the headband. So I'd say maybe I can tweak the positioning a little bit.
Do you not have the noise canceling?
I do.
And you still hear wind?
Oh yeah. No, you should run sometime. You'll see it. You'll hear it. Maybe not with those. With these you would. Okay, so not bad. Definitely has some potential. I think the fact that there's some air in there, if I could get it more flush with the headband, that would probably help. And then keep this nice and fuzzy. The other option is, especially when I'm biking, is I'll just wear my motorcycle helmet. Have I talked about the electric bike yet? I don't think I have. We'll talk about that in the future. Actually, you can hear about it a little bit in Campfire Chronicles, episode number 41. We finally brought our podcast back. You can listen to that pretty much anywhere podcasts are found, I think. And patrons get to ask questions in the episodes, which, by the way, if you're a patron, ask those questions. I already know what's gonna happen, is that as every month goes on, people are gonna not ask questions. But if you ask the questions, we can have more interesting things to talk about. I mean, don't get me wrong, I will talk about anything ad infinitum. But if you want it to be interesting and stuff that you wanna know. Anyway, I think that'll do it for today's vlog. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a good one. Wow, it's hot today. I'll see you in the next one.
Why? Okay, I have to
Yeah.
what's the word?
Interject. I was talking to you, actually. I wasn't talking.
Oh, okay.
I am recording, but.